The people that come in here, they're excited, they have an idea, they want to build it, they're super stoked, and that's really fun to be around,
And just the resources, the expertise that's around here, they have advisors. What better place than to get expert opinions than on a campus full of experts, right? People teach this for a living.
I mean, to go from, like you said, just a student at SDSU to now has been something I would have never anticipated.
Opportunities like this don't just come along all the time, and if you have it, you need to take that step.
So the ZIP Launchpad offers a really broad range of resources and support to help students bring their idea to life and launch the startup.
You ever had a situation where you go, oh man, I wish this thing existed, right? And then you take that to the Zahn Center, and if they like it, you could potentially take that thing and make it exist.
New at 7 o'clock, skateboarding is a dangerous hobby, but a group of young inventors at San Diego State have an idea to make it safer.
While skateboarding home from the local convenience store, I hit a crack, slammed, got up, a car came from behind me, its headlights illuminated my path, and right then and there the light bulb just went off and I had the idea for shred lights.
Initially, the idea was for the soft chomp toothbrush, this finger-fitted toothbrush that was painless for parents, painless for kids, chewable, but they're not chewing your finger.
Yeah, so CourseKey is basically a student engagement platform that allows professors in college classrooms to leverage the devices students bring to class every day, right? So their smartphone, their tablet, their laptop, and then through those devices they can kind of gamify the lecture, make it interesting, make it fun.
One of the first things I tell the teams is that it takes a team to make this work.
The key component was actually the workspace that allowed us to meet everyone that helped us along the way. Like my co-founders I've met through the Zahn Innovation Center, which is the biggest component.
I could even do an HTML, web page if I wanted to. So the first thing we had to do was kind of fill that gap. And again, kind of the Zahn Center was a place where we were able to do that quick because there's students from all backgrounds that come into the center, just like me, who don't have an idea, but they want to contribute.
We don't want you to necessarily come in here with a plan, right? We want you to come in here with an idea, start to formulate it, get that idea into somebody's hands, see if somebody else thinks it's a good idea, right? And then, once you get that validation, you can come back here, refine your product, and you keep testing it quickly until you get to something that you're like, wow, that's something that a consumer wants, that's something I can sell, something that people need.
So in 2 years, the ZIP Launchpad will be moving into the Entrepreneurship Center, and it's going to be in the brand new building, the Engineering Interdisciplinary Science Building. We're going to be right off the courtyard. We're currently 3,000 square feet, but we're going to be 4,000 square feet. And we'll be joined by the Lab and Entrepreneurship Center, and together we'll both be housed in the Entrepreneurship Center. So it's going to be awesome.
I talk with friends at different colleges all the time. And the one thing that we always come back to is, gosh, I can't believe you guys have this, incubator program on campus. That's amazing, you're so lucky. And we really are, and I wish that more people would use the resource because it's unparalleled than anything else.
I think one of the things that Irwin does a really great job with is interacting with the teams and providing encouragement. In fact, I think that's one of the themes, if you have an opportunity to talk to different teams, is hearing what their impression was of meeting Irwin. And almost all of them will say that they felt encouraged. They felt inspired by his success and his big heart for wanting to support our center and support the initiatives of the students coming through the door here.
He comes into the center, he's always got a smile on his face, he's always had this really bright, cheery attitude. And he seems really happy with what we're doing, which is awesome to see, the person who gave, the endowment for the center to be here and to be, excited about what they're seeing.
I believe the major contribution of the Zahn Center is it helps develop people who are willing to take a chance and do something. It doesn't matter whether it works or not, that's not the important thing. What is the important thing is that you do it. And that way you become much more capable. So when you go out into the commercial world itself, in whatever job you have, use your own creativity in those jobs. And we're encouraging you to do that. Now, my feeling is that all students have, to some degree, more or less, a basic entrepreneurial sense. They are innovative, they are creative. And what the center really is a space where they can exercise the thoughts, the ideas, and the wishes that they have. It's not only people who have a great idea, it's for everybody. It's not only commercial, it's a social aspect as well.
The Zip Launchpad wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Erwin Zahn. Erwin Zahn had a dream and a belief that the students at SDSU were really smart and they could solve big problems with compelling solutions and create their own jobs. And that was his vision. And with his donation and his time and his support and his encouragement, the Zip Launchpad is doing that now. We've helped over 300 students, and we hope that we've met Erwin's vision and will continue to strive to do even more in the future.
Become a change maker. Make a difference in your life. Step forward and make a change.